and the recording starts. Okay, so every computer has a login screen, login password is always there on that screen. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to let me show you something like that. And the window is getting started. Let's let this window start, and you will be understanding how the things actually work. Perfect. So it's working now, Windows 7. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click start. I'm going to go to control panel. In the control panel, there is something known as users account. I'm clicking here, and as I click here, this is user accounts. I click here, create your password for the account. I create a password, like that's my password, Hitansh. Hitansh. I created my password as Hitansh. Create this password and it's done. If you see now, then if I lock my screen, so now it's locked. Now you see the screen usually over there on every single PC today, right? Now the question is how we can hack this system, right? So if I suppose type in Hitansh, or suppose I type anything like HHHHH, the username and password is incorrect. Okay, JJJJJ, user and password is incorrect. Anything incorrect. Now I type Hitansh. As I enter, it says welcome. Now I have a question for all of you guys. The question remains the same, that tell me if particularly this PC is if this PC is not connected to internet, then will this PC be having this kind of application? मतलब अगर इस PC के अंदर इंटरनेट नहीं है, तो क्या आप कुछ भी पासवर्ड डालोगे वो चला जाएगा? ऐसा तो नहीं हो सकता ना. Means if you are not connected to internet, you put any kind of password, can this give authenticated welcome? No. Means password is not getting checked online anywhere. That's very simple thing to understand कि अगर password हमारा internet connected नहीं है, if I disconnect my internet here, then it will simply again check my password every single time, and if it is correct, only then I will be authenticated user to get into the laptop or get into the operating system. So इससे एक चीज समझ में आ गई कि हमारा जो ये पासवर्ड है वो कहीं ना कहीं इसी कंप्यूटर के अंदर स्टोर हो रहा है। तो वो स्टोर कहाँ पर हो रहा है, लेट्स गो एंड सी। तो कंप्यूटर, if you open my computer and in that this computer you go to C drive, just a minute. C drive, in this C drive you go to slow. So in this C drive you go to Windows folder. In this Windows folder you go to System32 folder. Sorry, yeah, System32 folder, and in this we have config. Can you see this config folder? If you go to config folder, there is a file named as SAM. The address of this particular path is C drive, then Windows, the system32, then config, and there we got a file that is named as SAM. That is Security Access Accounts Manager, right? Security Accounts Manager. So this particular file, SAM file, basically what it do? Let's understand. प्रखर प्रखर सेड ये आता है सर, अच्छा ये आता है तुझे? अच्छा तू लेक्चर देते फिर आज का। Now SAM file, basically this SAM file actually contains the password of the system, and whenever you boot your computer it also boots up and turns off when the computer is shut down। जब तक कंप्यूटर चलेगा ये सैम फाइल कभी भी बंद नहीं होगी, हमेशा चलती रहेगी। So if I do one thing, I go there, C drive, Windows, System32, and in this config folder, if I open this SAM file, let's see what is the password here. Right click, open, notepad, okay, access denied, okay. I copy this file and I paste it on my desktop. You need to provide permissions to copy this file. Continue. Action can't be completed because the file is open system. Means this file is open in the system and you cannot copy this file. So it defines everything itself that you cannot copy this file, delete this file, rename this file, um, open this file, nothing. So in short, you can do nothing with this file until computer is turned off, right? So now what we have to think about it, that if I turn off my computer, then how will I open my SAM file to change my password? So then I came to know one very important thing, and that is, okay, if I boot my computer from any other operating system, and then via like pen drive slash CD or anything external device, then Windows will be intact but will not loads. और जब विंडो लोड ही नहीं हुई है, हमारा एक्सटर्नल डिवाइस उस पर्टिकुलर फाइल को जो हार्ड डिस्क में पड़ी है सैम फाइल, उस फाइल को उठा के हम लोग चेंज कर सकते हैं, ओपन कर सकते हैं, जो चाहे वो कर सकते हैं. वेरी सिंपल टू थिंग्स टू अंडरस्टैंड, राइट? सो बिफोर वी डू दैट थिंग, लेट्स डू सम मोर स्टफ. आप लोगों को कुछ और सिखा देते हैं. मैं अगर मान लो आपको एक पीसी देता हूँ and it's locked like this. I open this. Can you change the password now? If you don't know my current password, can you change my password now? So let's see how you can do that. I need to go to CMD and I click to right click on CMD and I right click as run as administrator. Here we got, यहाँ पर you need to type net space user. As you press enter, you'll get to know how many users are there in this computer. One is the administrator, other one is the guest, and third one is Hitansh. All I need to change the password of Hitansh. Net space user space Hitansh. As I press enter, I got the details of Hitansh account. Only Hitansh account. So see the details. Account active, yes. Account expire, never. Password required, no. Password changeable, user may change password, yes. So if I go now and I type in net space user space Hitansh space star. As I press star, it says type a new password for the user. And right now I've typed 1. I press retype the password 1. Command successfully completed. Now let's see. I lock my computer. I type in Hitansh. Sorry, wrong password. Only number 1. Welcome. So means you got that flaw within this CMD that you are not knowing the old password. Like you need to go here, change your password. You need to tell the current password first, right? And now the password is removed. You need to tell the current password first to change any kind of passwords. But in CMD, you don't require any kind of authentication. You can directly go and just change the password of any particular user in that part. Got that? Clear? So now, is there any kind of doubt till now? किसी को कोई doubt है अभी तक? तो पूछ सकते हैं. अगर नहीं तो आगे बढ़ते हैं. Anybody has any kind of doubt? No. Cool. Is there a method to prevent this? Vishal, I'll let you know. Yeah, obviously, there are always methods to protect everything. I'll let you know. Just a minute. Right? Perfectly fine. So let's move forward. Uh, so now let me put a password on my screen and let's see what we can do with it. I put my password as one. Okay. Now, what you need to actually hack this computer, that is a software hidden input. Yeah, there is a person. Let me see. Does the same user should already be logged in to change from CMD, or even we can do this using other account? Yeah, you can use it from other account. Right now, if I'm logged in from Hitan's account, I can change the password of administrator as well. You can do that. But the only concern is that CMD should be open and run as administrator. CMD should be open in administrative authorities, right? If you don't run CMD as run as administrator, then you will not be able to uh, change that password. Okay. So now Hirenboot CD, it's basically you can say mm, I have no clue where it is. I actually have that CD with me. Download Hirenboot CD 5.15.2. Right, you can download it from here. This one, right? It's 592 MBs. So you can download this. I can share this link with all of you guys. You can check the link in the chat box. I have shared that link. From this link, you can download the Heroin Boot. Right. So Heroin Boot is basically a software which is required to crack these applications. Now, suppose there is a problem, and the problem states like you have not access to the computer earlier. Right now CMD तो open हो सकता था ना, मैं CMD में जाके चेंज कर रहा था. Now I am not even accessible to CMD. मैं यहीं पे आके अटक जाता हूँ हर बार. यही आता है मेरे सामने. अब क्या करूँ? जब तक मैं वन नहीं डालूंगा तो मुझे पासवर्ड नहीं पता होगा. Until and unless I don't know the password, I cannot enter the particular system. Right? So what should I do now to hack my computer? Then you need to do one very important thing. There are two software. There is one software that's Rainboot CD, another one that's LILI. Can you see this? LILI, that is Linux Live. Now what is Linux Live? It is a USB creator. Now, what this USB creator do? Very colorful, very beautiful kind of stuff. Now, what this software do is, it's a very simple thing. You have to take your USB, right? USB pen drive, and then you plug it in your computer. It will detect wherever your pen drive is, and then you need to give the ISO image of Hiren boot. Okay, like the particular file which you will download is the Hiren boot file. So let me show you something like that. Mm, this is the file Hiren boot 15.2 ISO, right? I need to open this file by clicking here. All these lights will be green after that, and you need to click this icon. What this will do is it will simply make your pen drive a bootable pen drive. So what it will do, it will take the package of ISO file, put it in the USB, and open that package, install that package in your USB only. Now your USB itself containing a different kind of operating system or different kind of ISO file within itself. Getting the point? So if your computer, as you plug in, and the priority, BIOS priority, right? Just you need to understand what is BIOS priority. Whenever there is, just let me show you something. Images, why images? I can show you this. BIOS priority. Just see this. Whenever you have something like a BIOS, so in BIOS there are always some kind of booting priority. First boot device USB, second is SCSI, third is network, fourth network, five network, six network. So what does it will do? If your first priority is your USB, second priority is your CD, third priority is your hard disk. Now what will happen if you have no CD, no pen drive in your computer connected? So first it will check whether there is a pen drive attached. No, nothing attached. Leave. Second, is there any CD there? No, nothing. Leave. Is there a hard disk? Yes, there is a hard disk. Is there an operating system in that hard disk? Yes, there is. Boot it. Then it will boot. So if your first priority is USB, now what will happen as your first priority is USB? So as you plug in that USB which contains Hiren boot and you plug it in your computer, so what will happen? It will simply say, is there a pen drive? Yes, there is a pen drive. Is there a operating system in this or a software which we can run? Yes, Hiren boot is there. We can run that. So it will simply run that system instead of running Windows application. What the point? So if we run that system, if we run that application, now what will happen? Let me show you. I just want to need to restart my computer for this. Oh, shut down again. So this will come in front of you as you put your pen drive in your computer. So it will ask for boot from hard drive. मतलब आप हार्ड ड्राइव से बूट करना चाहते हो या फिर नहीं? तो मैंने कहा पागल है क्या, इतनी मुश्किल से तो मैंने पेन ड्राइव लगाई है, बूट करके उसको हार्ड डिस्क में बूट क्यों कराऊंगा मैं? तो मैंने कहा ये देखो कुछ है, ऑफलाइन NT 2000 XP Vista 7 पासवर्ड चेंजर, राइट? सो ये वाला जो ऑप्शन है ये विंडोज 8.1 तक काम करता है, सॉरी विंडोज 8 तक काम करता है। विंडोज 8.1 और विंडोज 10 के लिए ये कोन बूट काम करेगा, ठीक है? आई नेवर सजेस्ट एनीवन टू यूज विंडोज 8, 8.1 और 10। आई ऑलवेज सजेस्ट एवरीवन टू यूज Windows 7, any version of Ultimate, Home Basic, Enterprise, anything which you have. But I always try to use Windows 7 instead of any other application. Okay, so here we are, Windows 7। तो हम लोग Windows 7 का आर्किटेक्चर चेंज करना चाहते हैं, इसके लिए पासवर्ड चेंज करना चाहते हैं। मैं आपको एक चीज़ और बता देता हूँ पहले हुआ कैसे था। ये सबके लिए सेम क्यों है? क्योंकि Windows 98, फिर विंडोज कौन सी आई थी? विंडोज 98 के बाद क्या आया था भाई? XP आया था 2000। क्या क्या आता रहता, आज सब भूला पड़ा हूँ। विंडोज XP, then we got Windows Vista, then we got Windows 7, and then we got Windows 8, then we got Windows 8.1, and then we got Windows 10, राइट? तो अभी एक सिंपल सा लॉजिक समझना। हुआ क्या था, विंडोज 98 बनाई माइक्रोसॉफ्ट ने, बहुत पैसा कमाया, विंडोज 2000 बनाई और पैसा कमाया। विंडोज एक्सपी बनाई, ओ माय गॉड, $1 बिलियन was the net worth of Bill Gates। इतना ज़्यादा बिकी है विंडोज एक्सपी, इतना ज़्यादा, it was the bestest operating system anyone can have। एंड देन विंडोज विस्टा बना दी, ज़्यादा अकल आ गई थी। विंडोज विस्टा बनाते ही कंपनी इतनी बुरी तरह पिटी। क्यों? क्योंकि विंडोज विस्टा खुद माइक्रोसॉफ्ट वालों ने यूज करी। वो कहते हैं यार क्या घटिया चीज है, नो वन इज गोइंग टू यूज इट। एंड माइक्रोसॉफ्ट के शेयर्स नीचे जाने लग गए, बिल गेट्स की नेटवर्थ नीचे आ गई। अभी बिल गेट्स को प्रॉब्लम हो गई। सो बिल गेट्स केम टू इंडिया एंड ही मेट, किसको मिले? जिसको अमित शाह मिले थे मोदी जी से पहले, जिसको स्टीव जॉब मिलते थे, जिसको ये मार्क जुकरबर्ग मिलते थे, उसी वाले बाबा जी को जाके मिले हैं। तो बाबा जी को पूछा कि भैया मैंने 98 बनाई, 2000 बनाई, एक्सपी बनाई, बहुत अच्छी चली, मैं दुनिया का सबसे अमीर आदमी बन गया, बट विस्टा बनाई इतनी बुरी तरह पिटा हूँ कि अभी मैं टॉप 10 की लिस्ट में भी नहीं हूँ। तो उन्होंने, बाबा जी ने कहा कोई बात नहीं बेटा, तुम्हारी 7 नंबर पे कृपा रुकी हुई है, 7 नंबर से कुछ शुरू करो, कृपा आनी शुरू हो जाएगी। ठीक है जी। भाई साहब आए वापस, उन्होंने कहा हम विंडोज 7 बनाएंगे। वेरी गुड। तो विंडोज 7 बनाए, कम से कम 5-6 इसके एडिशंस थे, 5-6 एडिशन बना दिए भाई ने। एंटरप्राइज, अल्टीमेट, होम बेसिक, ये वो, ऐसा वैसा। एंड इट वाज लाइक गोइंग लाइक अमेजिंग अमेजिंग अमेजिंग। चलती जा रही थी विंडोज 7, रुक ही नहीं रही थी, सबसे ज्यादा टाइम इसने लिया। एंड देन वापस से अमीर बन गया बिल गेट्स, और उसके बाद उसने कहा अब चलो, अब बाबा जी की कृपा तो आ ही रही है, लेट्स स्टार्ट विद 8, थोड़ी और कृपा आनी शुरू हो जाएगी। विंडोज 8 बनाई, और फिर भाई साहब यही भूल गए कि हमारे को स्टार्ट बटन भी देना होता है कुछ। राइट। तो स्टार्ट बटन नहीं दिया भाई ने। और फिर विंडोज 8.1 बनाई, तो उसमें कहा भाई अरे कुछ तो चेंज कर दो, तो स्टार्ट बटन डाल दो। अभी क्या करें, क्या करें? सो विंडोज 10 से पहले एक कांड और कर दिया इन लोगों ने, क्या? नोकिया खरीद लिया था, है ना? लूमिया, विंडोज फोन। हाँ, सॉरी सॉरी सॉरी, आई फॉरगॉट दैट यू डोंट नो हिंदी। तो तू मेरी जान खाएगा आज। ठीक है, नो प्रॉब्लम, I'll try to translate everything। You got it till now, or you want to uh, repeat me something? Tell me। ठीक है, perfectly fine। Okay, so now Windows Phone, they bought Windows Phone, Windows application, sorry, Lumia phones. So Windows Phone, they purchased it and trashed in market. That's the only reason, okay, why I prefer Hindi over English. In English, it's always sophisticated, trashed in market. Or in Hindi, it is always like धज्जियां उड़ गई। Right. So that is why I always prefer Hindi instead of English. It's very sophisticated, and I'm not a sophisticated person at all. So that's why. Uh, so let it be. Now they need to do something, and Satya Nadella has become the CEO of Microsoft now. So what we need to do? So they do one thing. They did Windows 10. In Windows 10, they simply made Windows 8.1 plus Windows Phone. The combination of both them named it as Windows 10. But the only fact they forgot every time from Windows 98 to 8, which was security flaw of Windows. They forgot that. They have not changed any kind of encryption in SAM file. No change at all. So now there is a problem because Windows 98 to Windows 8, every SAM file is having the same kind of encryption technology. But in Windows 8.1 and 10, they used Kerberos. There was two hashes which were used in SAM file. One was LM hash and other one was NTLM hash. Okay, so these were the two uh, hashes used for SAM file encryption. Now, what they did, now we need to understand, as you guys now understand why Windows Vista 2000 XP7 are coming in one single column because they have the same kind of encryption. So as I press enter, some code is running now. Let's see this. Perfectly fine. So now, if you see this, it is asking step 1, select the disk where the Windows installation is. Means you have to select Windows installation drive in the computer. So here it is, candidate Windows partition 1, and there if there are I have only one partition there, that is a C drive only. If I had C D E, there will be three, one, two, three, right? So I have only one partition, that's why it can be just like one, simple. As I press 1 and I press enter, now it is going on a step 2. Step 2, select path and registry files. What is the, just see this debug path. Windows found as Windows, System32 found as System32, found correct case in 2B, Windows slash System32 slash config. Isn't this the exact path for SAM file? C slash Windows slash System32 slash config, right? So this is the correct path of SAM file. So what is the path of registry directory? I just press enter. Done. So now it is asking me one simple question. Select which part of registry to load. Use predefined choices or list of files with space as delimiter. 1. Password reset, SAM security system, SAM system security. 2. Recovery console parameters. And Q, that is to quit. So what I need to change? I need to reset the password of SAM. So I press 1 and I press enter. And now it is saying step 3, password or registry edits. So, loaded hives SAM system security. Edit 1 edits user data and password. 9 registry editor now with full write support. And Q, that is to quit. So what to do? So I press 1 because I need to edit my username and password of the system. And understand my password is 1. My password is 1, letter 1. Numeric 1. Right? So I press 1 and it is asking me now edit user info and password. Select or simply enter the name to change the username to change. Whose password you want to change? Administrator, guest, or Hitansh? So I want to change the password of Hitansh, so I type Hitansh, Hitansh, and I press enter. As I press enter, now it is saying clear means blank user password, edit set new user password. Careful with this on Windows XP or Windows Vista, and promote user to make administrator or something, unlock and enable user account or something, something, something. I have a password, so I want to delete my password. I don't want any password on my PC. So I press 1. As I press 1, as I press enter, it's saying, just see this, password cleared. Do you see that? Password cleared. So I do one thing as I'm an Indian. So what I have to do is I have to confirm myself. हम लोग कोई भी काम करते हैं पहले एक बार करते हैं फिर दूसरी बार दोबारा से करते हैं ताकि कंफर्म रहे है ना. So we have to do it once again. It's just for our own satisfaction. Nothing. Everything is already done. So Hitansh one clear username password one and password is cleared again. So now I need to do one thing. I have to quit this because I have done all the things. So I will type, just see this, select exclamation quit. I said okay. So I put my exclamation here and I press enter. And now it is asking Q to quit. So I type Q and I press enter. So now it is saying writing back changes. So means whatever you have made the changes, want to write in that SAM file, about to write file back. Do it. Yes. Do it now. As a press enter, writing SAM. You can try again if it somehow failed or selected some wrong. New run? No, nothing. I have done it perfectly fine. SAM has been written and SAM has been changed to there. No. And now it is saying just control or delete to reboot the system. So I will control or delete and I will restart my computer. Now it will not ask for any kind of password. Just check this out. Directly welcome. Can you see that? No password was asked. And as I see welcome, it's going to be like Windows entered. So this is how you will be able to unlock or bypass anyone's login screen. Anyone's login screen. Here now the question is, sir, we got the fact. Is there any question till now? So now the question is, sir, how will we secure our systems? Now it's a very big question. How will you secure your systems? So to understand that, there is always something known as you press start, sys key. Can you see this sys key? I click on this. Sorry, let me do it again. See this. Do you want to allow the computer? That's a SAM locking tool. SAM locking tool. I press yes. So it is showing me this. This tool will allow you to configure the accounts database to enable additional encryption, further protecting the database from compromise. Once enabled, this encryption cannot be disabled. Right? So I need to update this password setup, and I need to put a password here. That's it. So now what it will do is, it's basically kind of stuff. There is login screen, and login screen will only open if there is a SAM file. So what this Siski do? Siski encrypt this SAM file. If there is as I open my computer, there will be a first use password, and then I have to put my password for Siski. So if I put my password for Siski, then I will be able to check whether there is a SAM file, and then there is a login password. Then you put the login password and then you enter. So means it will give two password, two-step authentication, right? One for the Siski, other for the SAM file. But now the problem is, if you once enable this key, you will never be able to disable it. Means if you put a password here once, it will be forever. You can change the password, but you cannot remove that password. Yeah? Password. First you have to give the Siski password, then it will go and it will go to SAM file and it will ask for the login password, then it will open your computer. Now if you put your rainboot here, the path which it was finding, Windows slash system 32, sorry, slash config, and it will say no SAM found, because Siski has encrypted SAM file, so you will never find a SAM file there, right? So how will you do anything? So this is a basic and the predefined way to secure your computers. Okay, got that? Is there any doubt till now? Anything you want to ask? Everything is clear? Perfectly fine. Now I'm going to give you a homework, and the homework is simple, right? Because in this whole world, no one can guarantee 100% security. So, Vishal, you got your answer that how you can protect it, but believe me, you can never protect your system from a hacker who is professional, right? Because if you are a professional security expert, you will always find some kind of loophole in the system and you will always try to break it down. As simple as that, right? So, I think this is more than enough for you. Got that? I have shown you hacking Windows 7. Now your work is to do the same kind of stuff on Windows XP, Windows 10 or 8.1 or 8, whichever system you have. Okay? Now please try your homework to do that, because if you are not going to do your homework, then ultimately you will be like, we don't know that how we do that. Because I always tell one simple thing, and that is that I can give you the cream बोलते हैं ना दूध के ऊपर मलाई, I can give you that cream, but you have to drink the whole milk yourself, right? So believe me, self learning is the most important thing. I can guide you the path. So this is what is the path. This is what is the way how you do that. But you have to now do it yourself because you have to understand yourself what lm hash is, was NT-lm hash is, what Kerberos are. As you will get deep into these, you will get to know what actually cryptography is all about, right? So you'll get to know a lot of things if you go into deep and very deep into this, right? Don't take it in other way. गाली नहीं दूंगा नहीं दूंगा, ठीक है? So अच्छे से समझना, ठीक है? अगर किसी को if anybody has any kind of doubt, you can ask me here. You can ask me in the WhatsApp group. You can ask me anywhere, or I will be available to you guys all the time. Don't worry. Okay. Secondly, I think it's done for today because I have done the whole practical of this stuff, and I think if anybody has any kind of doubt that I have, let me- just a minute. So you got understanding the SAM file, bypassing the login screen and securing your system, and the Windows architecture which you got. We'll be learning that in this part as well, right? At this part as well. So don't worry, right? So this is all from my side. One day, it's for 1 hour. We increase this gradually, right? Means second day will have some 1.5 hour or something, 1 hour 15 minutes or something. So we'll gradually increase this. Tomorrow we will be learning all the PHP application, HTML, and all these kind of stuff. I would rather suggest that you go and at least do some basics of HTML, right? Because HTML is not a logical thing. So I can't make you understand this is what all about learning is. PHP I can teach you because PHP is logical, right? HTML is illogical. HTML is brainless. I can't teach HTML to anyone. It's basically a cramming thing. It's the tags which you have to learn, right? So I would rather suggest you go to, there's a website as W3 Schools. If you know that, this that's perfectly fine. W3 Schools HTML. HTML basics. You go there, you go learn something HTML body, H1 body, and all these kind of stuff, and you will learn all the stuff of HTML. What is this? I just need nothing like I don't want you to learn how to make tables, how to give images, all the colors and CSS and JavaScript and iframes and classes and all these kind of stuff. Nothing like that. I just need the basics, just the basics. Understanding a form and all that's more than enough for me to make you understand how these things work. So tomorrow we'll be creating a phishing page of Facebook, and you will be learning your own scripting, how you write the scripts for phishing pages, and you will be securing yourself from the phishing page attacks. Okay, so that's all from my side. If anybody wants to ask anything, any question regarding today's session, you can ask me. I am just going to stop the recording.